Yo, what up? It's your boy, Mr. Clutch, as always, and I am here with the one, the only, the Gamers Lab. And today, and over the course of the next 3 days, I will be releasing a 3-part series on an effective, simple but effective goal line offensive scheme out of the I-form formation. Now, the reason why I'm releasing this scheme is because a lot of times when people get into the red zone, they start getting lost on exactly what plays there are to run because the field becomes a lot smaller. And the box also becomes a lot more stacked. So what I'm going to do is show you guys 3 plays that you probably have already been running and that have been popular since the game came out, but a better way to run them so that it allows you to more effectively use the play and basically makes the plays unstoppable, especially down in the red zone. Now, when I say the red zone, what I really mean is from about the 10 to 5 yard line in. This is also a very good 2-point conversion scheme that I'm going to go over with you guys to show you how to start scoring more points in the red zone and turning, if you need a 2-point conversion to either tie or win the game, start helping you guys getting more wins. So bear with me while I go over the concepts, and then I'll show you guys the plays, and you guys will be rocking and rolling in no time. So the 3 parts to this series will be: part 1 will be running the halfback toss, part 2 will be running the fullback dive, and part 3 will be running the play called Texas, which, as you guys can see, is a quick audible. Now, the reason why I like these plays and this scheme is because it's found in a lot of different formations and a lot of different playbooks. I'm running the New Orleans Saints offensive playbook, but you'll find I-form in virtually every playbook in the game, and pretty much all of them will have the fullback dive as well as the halfback toss. Now, I would say about half of them have the play Texas in it, and something that is really important, especially if you're running MUT where you have to run a stock playbook, you want to have your audibles to be ISO, where you can run up the middle to basically a halfback dive up the middle, and then you want Texas as one of your quick audibles as well. It doesn't have to be, as long as you have Texas in your playbook, you can run it, but having it as a quick audible just makes it more effective because you can come out in something else and then audible to it if you need it. So the third day, once I go over the Texas play, you'll see the concept and how it works. And if you don't have Texas in your playbook, I will show you some alternatives you can use to still get basically the concept of the play to work out of any basically passing play in the I-form formation. However, like I said, having the Texas play, especially with that running back coming out of the backfield, or the fullback specifically coming out of the backfield on that angle route, makes this play extremely tough to stop, especially in the red zone. So that's the overview of the series. Like I said, it'll be coming out over the course of the next 3 days. Today, I am going to focus specifically on the halfback toss. So, the key to this formation and the key to the way I run it, the scheme in the goal line, is motioning your motioning your wide receiver. So as you'll see, the wide receiver on the right is off of the line of scrimmage. What this means, since he's off the line of scrimmage, is that once you motion him, you can snap the ball at any point in time. So you can snap it as soon as he takes a step, or you can snap it once he's behind the line of scrimmage, behind the center, behind the tight end, or once he gets to the other side of the line. Now, the reason why this is effective is because you'll actually use the wide receiver as an additional blocker on these plays. So I'll explain in detail with every formation and every play that I run out of this scheme, but specifically for the toss, what the motion will do is actually take the cornerback that's on that side of the field out of the play, and it'll actually pick up some blocks towards the tight end area, which is where we're going to snap the ball at, create a cluster, and allow you to have an open lane to the outside. So I have it set now to just do random plays on defense, but a lot of times you're going to face the goal line plays when you come out in something with 2 running backs and 2 wide receivers. So people usually call goal line, where they have a whole bunch of people on the inside and middle of the box, so the outside lanes are usually open. So I'm going to go ahead and run this stock real quick just so you guys can see what it looks like, and then I'm going to compare it to the motion so I can show you exactly why I like to do the motion. So we'll go ahead and run the play. Like I said, it's the toss, and you get to the outside. That time they pick their blocks up, but but as you can see, it's not as clear cut of a lane. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the play with the motion now, and this is actually perfect because this is the type of look you're going to get a lot of times when you call goal line. Anytime you come out in a set that has two running backs, basically 2 wide receivers and a tight end in the goal line, people are going to come out in some type of goal line defense or some type of defense that focuses on cluster in the middle of the field so you can't run the ball up the middle. So this is perfect because what's going to happen is you'll have nobody on the outside edge, and if we motion that wide receiver to the left, it'll make the right lane wide open and you'll be able to have an easy touchdown. The other reason why I like the motion is because instead of your wide receiver being the lead blocker on the outside, you'll have your fullback and your right tackle act as lead blockers, which have way better blocking than your wide receiver would. So we'll go ahead and motion. When I do, I want you to pay attention to how they set the edge and the cornerback specifically on what he does when you motion after he snaps it once your wide receiver crosses your tight end. So we'll go ahead and snap the ball here. You see how he kind of waits. He goes to the left before he cuts back out to the outside, and you'll see that he has open lane, easy touchdown. So let's go back into instant replay real quick, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So watch number 25. After I snap the ball, he actually cuts to the left before he cuts to the right, and then there's nobody to the outside to pick up my running back, and it's an easy touchdown. So sometimes you'll guess wrong, and if you come out in the toss because you think they're going to stack the box, you'll actually see that they have cornerbacks or safeties that are down on the outside line of scrimmage to stop your containment and won't allow you to get to the outside. So the reason why I like having the ISO as the quick audible is because you can also run the ball up the middle. So for whatever crazy reason, maybe you ran the toss a couple times, or maybe they think you're going to try to do something else and they don't stack the box, they only have 3 down linemen and there's a gap up the middle, you can audible to the ISO and still do the motion, but this time you just want to motion him after he takes a few more steps right till he's about the right guard, so in this case number 79. Once he gets right there, he'll act as a lead blocker in addition to the fullback, and then you'll have an easy touchdown just running the ball right up the middle. So I'll show you what I mean. Wait till he crosses the right guard, right about there, right up the middle, easy touchdown. So this play allows you to run the ball to the right side on the outside, or you can also run right up the middle from the exact same play once you come out in the toss. So the last thing that I'll suggest, this only situationally works if they start overloading the right side of the field and cluster in the middle of the field so that you don't have either lane really to run in. You can also quick audible and flip the play to the left, still do the motion, but instead of motioning him on the right side of the field, you just wait till he crosses to the left, and then you can snap the ball out there. Now, as you can see, it works on this particular instance, but I would not recommend doing this unless you've done the other stuff a lot, or you notice that the left side of the field is extremely weak. So that pretty much do it. That's how you want to run the that's how you want to run the toss effectively in the goal line. This is part 1 of the series. Next part, we'll go over running the fullback dive with the motion to get you guys set up to scoring more touchdowns in the red zone. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or anything like that, feel free to comment on the comment section below. Other than that, subscribe to the channel, and thanks for checking out the video. It's Mr. Clutch. I'm out.